This book review is going to be about Enclave by Anna Gari, and this pretty much is about a enclave which lives underground called the College Enclave, and they are broken up into three groups. You have the hunters, the breeders, and the what's the last one? Builders. Yeah, builders. I could not remember that. I don't know why, but yeah, hunters, breeders, and builders, and they live underground, and each section is pretty much important and necessary to survive. And the hunters are the people who go and hunt what they call the freaks, and the freaks are the people who they're hiding from and trying to protect themselves from, and the enclave itself. So that's pretty much what this book's about, and it's really cool. And I really, really loved this book. I did not think that I would enjoy this book as much as I did. It was so good and definitely unexpected. First, I want to talk about the characters. This book is very rare for me because usually I don't feel a connection to each character, and in this book I did. Every character seemed important, and you knew why they were important, and I just felt like a strong connection to each one. And especially when you meet characters halfway through books or close to the end, I never feel connected to them, and because you don't really know them that much, you don't know much about them because they're only there for such a short time. But in this book, we met characters halfway through and almost to the end, and I just felt an instant connection. They were important. They made decisions that kind of saved other people, and I really love that. I think Anne Agari did a great way in describing and descriptive way of the characters and what they bring and how important they are. So that was something that I really enjoyed reading about. Deuce herself, who is the main character we read about in this story, she is a very smart and strong character, and I love reading about her changing throughout the story because you can definitely see how she grows from the beginning to the end, and that's something that I love to read about. And the decisions that she makes, and it was just really cool, and she's a really great character, and she's definitely moving up on my list of characters. The second thing I want to talk about is the action. This book is definitely action-packed throughout every page. There's something going on that you just want you to keep reading and flipping that page. And I really loved reading about the Enclave and the Freaks. You definitely want to learn more about the Freaks. There's not told too much about them in this book, so you definitely want to know more about them when reading about this and what makes them them and what the heck happened. And I hope in the second book that we do find out what's going on with the Freaks, more about them, and just that's what I hope for the second book. The third thing I want to talk about is the romance. There is romance in this book, but it's not the main part of this book. The action is definitely the whole focus of the story, but the romance is like a back burner, and I really enjoyed that. And the romance gradually builds up throughout the story, and you can definitely tell that, and it just makes the story so much better. And there are these sweet little moments that just makes the story like that. It just makes you want to like, what? It's so... Oh, it's great. The romance is great in the story, and I really like the relationship between the characters in here. You can definitely tell that they are connected in a certain way. So the main way the story ended definitely leaves it open for a second book, and obviously there is going to be a second one. I think there's going to be a third one, but I'm not sure. But there is going to be a second one, and it definitely leaves it open for this, and I'm really excited to see where they take the second one and what happens throughout that story. And I just think it's going to be really interesting, and I hope we learn more about the Freaks in the second one because I kind of want to know more about them. They don't tell you this much in this book, so you definitely want to know what the heck's going on with them. I'm really excited for the second book, and overall this book is amazing. I definitely recommend everyone going out to read this because there's not much hype about this book. I've only seen a few reviews about this book, and what the reviews that I have seen were amazing. So definitely check out this book if you haven't already, and I think you'll enjoy it. It is worth the money to go out and buy it. Definitely worth the money. And let me know if you read it and what you thought about it. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye!